Now we're just gonna start skinning, and I'm going to work down these feet. A little cut out. Really thin skin. This is a small cat, so really thin skin. It's not the knife I'm used to. That's part of my problem. I like to leave as much meat and tendons and all that stuff on the carcass as possible. The skin is actually even a little bit tougher once it's been in the pickle for a while, but still pretty fragile on an animal this size or a cat this size. Now I'm actually going down past where you're going to see me cut these toes off. And you always want to go a little bit further. I'm going to skin the toes later, so I'm just going down past them for a bit right now. I'm actually pushing my finger in underneath there to pull that skin loose. There you can see the toe pads, or the foot pad I should say, in the where the knuckles are. Now I'm going to cut these all off. I've got a scalpel here. Careful, scalpels are sharp. And I'm just taking those right at the joint. It's a little awkward here. The camera right in my face. Used to just flopping things around. That was loose. You probably fight those a little bit the first few times you do it. They can be a little stubborn, but just concentrate on finding that joint and cutting them loose at the joint. See, I'm working a lot of that just with my hand instead of the knife. The less you use your knife, the less cuts you're going to put in the skin. So put that one up pretty far, and we'll start on the other one. Skin is pretty tight around those ankle joints sometimes, so it's an easy spot to put a hole in it once in a while. I'm going to roll the cat over for this foot, just so it's easier to get at. Not fighting the whole thing all the time. Again, I'm forcing my thumb up on top of those toes. the actual foot pad belongs right there, but it's still up here. We're going to have to flesh that off later. It kind of comes off with the skin as you're going down there. So, okay, I'm past the toes. So again, we'll take those off at the joints. And the reason I'm going past way down past this joint before I cut these toes off is you want a little bit of a handle when you go to skin those toes out the rest of the way. Just makes it a whole lot easier if you've got something there to get a hold of when you start skinning the toes out. Like I say, I'll show you how I do that later. Work this skin up. Tendons and connective tissue. Gotta cut that once in a while. I'll roll one back over here. I'm using my thumb on a lot of this just to kind of force that separation. Flip it over again now. Remember, I'm not pulling on the fur or anything. I'm not just pulling on the hide. I'm just kind of holding it with my thumb up here, and I'm forcing with my hand up that way and just kind of pushing the skin off of the meat. Because if you just pull on it, you will tear it.